the main event. Was that a little out of key? I felt like that was out of key.
I don't know if it's ever in key.
Yeah, that's the other. That's part of the joke here about that. I should have AI create something.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Hey, I'm your humble host, Stephen McCollum. Most people in radio and what do this type of stuff, they would have canceled it, taken it off air, hidden it, redone it properly. Not here. We show you our deficiencies out there. That's why I'm the humble one. This guy, on the other hand, is a 17-year NFL veteran, 3-time Super Bowl champion for your Dallas Cowboys, one of the winningest team of the 1980s in college football. Just, played for the Buffalo Bills, I think, is the only negative on his record. Dale Hellistrey, everybody.
Good morning, Stephen. Boy, you got a lot of pep in your step. You spent the day yesterday in court fighting and scratching and clawing, and here you are to talk about it today.
Here's what I did yesterday.
Oh, so your normal Wednesday afternoon.
Just sat there and stared at people.
Yeah, you give them the dirty.
No, don't
stink
react
eye.
Don't react at all because I do wear my thoughts on my face.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm going, you're a stupid moron. In my mind, I can't think that way because then you're going to see my face be like.
You got to be thinking about
I'm all
Steak 44.
Yeah, I'm all flowers. I'm like, oh, the bet with Dale and Bruce so I can go get another dinner. I just leave it. I was waiting for Dale to go, I'm not paying for you if I lose this.
Well, I'm not planning on losing. I don't make bets. I plan on losing, Steve. We got a Heisman Trophy winner. What's the issue you got?
I'm sorry. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that coming up. That was the biggest. I love Fafita. I was the one when Fafita went in the game. Earlier, remember, and he was saying, I'm going to go back to whoever the other guy was. I can't remember. He plays for the Vegas and the IFL now. I forget his name right now. And I was like, I don't know how you switch from Fafita. This kid's a stud. And he throws a really well ball. He's had good receivers. He's been hampered, I would argue, by his coaching staff and his offense and stuff to that effect. Out there, yesterday was a perfect case of a coach backing his player, even no matter how stupid he looks in doing so. We'll talk about that.
We'll see, Stephen. We'll see.
Well, I've got the odds of the Heisman Trophy. I instantly yesterday sat down and looked them up. Oh, is he in the favorite to be the Heisman Trophy? I'll give you those odds here coming up.
Oh.
We'll see what the college football people think of that thing as well. He did a great job. Brendan did a great job backing up his quarterback.
Did he?
That's all I can say on that.
Okay.
I wish him luck. Diamondbacks.
What
else can you say? Interesting enough, driving in this morning, I just happened to turn on because KUPD is a redo. They're on vacation this week, which means Dale's here all program, by the way, folks. Oh, also programming, no Lou today. I'm coming in tomorrow. Me, Ethan, and Kobe are coming in tomorrow. We're going to do our segment with Lou about the UFC fight this weekend. Tomorrow morning, scheduled at 9 a.m. as of now. Weigh-ins might move that a little bit, so just be aware of that. We're going to go live like we always do here on YouTube. And, of course, post it afterwards for you guys out there for the UFC fight this weekend. There's parties galore out there and everything. I got to make a decision. Rattlers game or UFC get-together?
Huh. I thought you usually do both.
No. Go to a UFC get. We get invited to these to a UFC get-together thing.
Oh.
So do I go to that? Because I'm really, this is a fight card I'm really interested in. So I'm like, unless am I that excited to go see the Rattlers last home playoff game or last home game this year? They can live without me. If Richard Ober can miss a couple, I can miss more.
Yeah, you got things to do too, for crying out loud.
So I got to make that decision coming up as well. Do I want to see the Rattlers lose to Tucson is the question.
I don't think they're going to lose.
We thought that 2 weeks ago when they went down there and lost.
Yeah, but it's that raucous crowd down in Tucson.
all 1,000 of them.
Wow.
Rattlers, of course, Tucson this weekend. Up here, last home game of the year. Check them out in Glendale Last crowd was the biggest crowd of the year. 9,060 was the number. I looked it up again this morning, and it's pretty big. The problem is that's a pretty big, that's a giant crowd in the IFL. They usually lead the IFL in crowd. If they're not number one, they're definitely in the top 2 or 3
Right.
and everything. It's just that building, 9,000, looks like it's empty compared to downtown. For some reason, that looked more full with those numbers. It's weird. It's a weird thing. It's a weird. It doesn't feel as loud as it was when it was downtown. It's still loud. Don't get me wrong. My Apple Watch constantly tells me I'm in an environment. Cover my ears.
Oh, really?
Well, I think that's the fireworks that go off and scare you half
Oh.
to death, even though you know they're coming. I'll be literally in the middle of writing something. Whoosha!
For years and years and years, we be doing our open when that happened.
I know.
And it's like, you know it's coming, you know it's about to happen, you know what the lead up to it is, and still.
Yeah. Well, they score a touchdown. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
Like they score a touchdown. I go, oh, touchdown number 1 to number 4. Right in the middle of that. Boom. Ah! It's kind of funny how it works out as well. D-backs, then D-backs go to Los Angeles this week.
Yes. A get right series.
Not with those pitchers on the mound for the Dodgers. Maybe it's get right for the Dodgers going into the All-Star game, maybe.
Yeah, but just think, you get to see Ohtani pitch tomorrow.
You do? Against Erod. Yeah, so Erod will give up 1 run and Diamondbacks will score 0.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does history not say that? Am I out of place on that there, Dale?
Wow, Mr. Positive.
Well, no, Mr. Realistic. But I was driving in this morning and I turned on a sports station here in town. You guys know I'm 98.7. I found it interesting. They brought up manager change during the All-Star break. Do they do that?
I did not hear that. I heard
I brought that up yesterday.
I heard the one scout thing when many teams are using AI to run a bunch of situations by everything, and
I did not hear that because I was on there, but I know about it. Yeah,
that's an interesting conversation.
Well, tell everybody. Can you extrapolate it to where it makes sense, or can you repeat what was said?
Well, you know, all professional teams and college teams, for that matter, they self-scout. Number one,
yes.
You watch your guys.
Meaning you watch your game film for you.
Yes, your hitters, your pitchers. Are you picking up anything that they're a telltale sign of a pitch, or well, why are you only batting 143, and why do we keep sending Pavin Smith out there? There's got to be something.
Yeah, he's not good. Self-scout. The film tells you he's not good.
But from what I understood, it's the Diamondbacks have one guy who does this.
Yeah.
Whereas
other teams have whole departments.
And other teams are now going to this AI model to where, obviously, with AI, you can look at 1,000 different things in 2 minutes.
Yeah, literally game to game.
Yeah.
Every at bat. I'm going to use Pavin Smith because he's an easy lightning rod right now. You can look at every at bat this year with Pavin Smith, and an AI system can look at it, every at bat, and then decipher things that are different in each one and stuff to that effect in minutes.
Right.
Minutes. It's fascinating to see. And Diamondbacks reportedly aren't using it.
They're a gut feel team.
No, they're a 500 team.
No, they're below 500 team. Steve, you have to change that.
Their gut was at Texas Roadhouse with the Drano water. That's the Diamondbacks gut. I was talking about that last night, man. I was like, me and Otto went to dinner and had an experience, typical experience, and with this place.
Like a good one?
No, it's just stupid. So we went back to that place who I swore I'd never go to because they, didn't want me there that one time, and they made it very clear they didn't want us in the building that one time. So we went and found another place, and I was just like, I want to go get, dinner. I want to be entertained while my dinner's being cooked. So we went to that place called Osaka, and we call them. And it's like, oh, because I had to return some stuff to Amazon, so I had to go run over there before the UPS store closed to drop it off. And I'm like, this is what I want. I want steak. I want shrimp. I want scallops. I want chicken. I want it all cooked in front of me, and I want it in my plate. So I go, call them and see what time we can get in. And they said 7 o'clock. Okay, cool. So we drive down. Drive right there. 6:30 we get there. You go in and you go, because they don't take reservations. You have to show up. So we put our name in, 7 o'clock. She goes, 30 to 40 minutes. I'm like, no, you said 7 on the phone, lady. It's the same girl, by the way. That was very rude. It was very rude last time.
Okay.
I'll never forget that. Mainly because it's ugly. But anyway, I digress. I'm just kidding. That was just a great joke, folks.
Wow.
It's just a joke. Everybody settle down. So I hear her say 30 to 40 minutes. And I'm like, no, you said 7. You gave the time 7. Dale, it's 7:20. I'm looking at Autumn going, "Did we just pull the plug on this and leave and go to Taco Bell or something?" Don't. And then she kept telling another group, just 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes. And then it would be 20 minutes. It's just, if you're going to quote a time, be fairly accurate with it. It's not that hard. It's just not that hard. You know? You could be 7:05, cool. But 7:25, 7:30, come on. You could do your timing better than that. And there were open tables too, folks. Could have sat at.
Now, I will tell you this. The one thing, don't be always misled by open tables.
No, I agree. No. I agree with you on that. But the place was full when we walked in.
Right.
And we were willing to wait till 7:05. But 7:20, 7:25, 7:30 is ridiculous. And they kept seating other people, that big groups that could sit down and stuff like that. But my point is everything, and then we sat down and all the tables were full again. Yeah, they just kept putting other people in front of us and everything. But that's just, if you say 7, if you say 30 to 40 minutes and it ends up being an hour and 15 minutes, you misjudged. That's a different decision than 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Am I wrong on this?
Well, and it's your second time. Right? You said you didn't have a good experience the first time?
Well, no, we've been there a lot of times.
Oh.
It's just this girl. I think, and the problem is, I've complained about this before. The problem is we used to go in there like 4:30 or so before the dinner rush. But now that Autumn, has a real job out there, a job where she has to work till a certain time. Now we're eating later, so we're going during the rush, so we get pushed back. I was fine waiting till 7. I had zero problem with it. It's just at some point, you come on, you gotta be more accurate. That's all I'm saying. You don't find that annoying?
I don't like places that don't take reservations.
Yeah, it drives me nuts. We should have gone to the other. I don't know why I chose that. That place has a dinner for 2 option. You know what I'm talking about, right? The teppanyaki where they cook in front of you?
Yeah.
That has a dinner for 2 option.
Okay.
So, like, Autumn got shrimp and salmon. And I got filet and whatever.
Shrimp?
I got something. No. So we get 4 different things. She gets her 2 things, and I get my 2 things. You get each other's stuff for the dinner for 2. So I got some shrimp. I got her salmon. I got shrimp, and then I got my 2 things. And she gets those as well. So you get to split it. And it's the same price as one order. It's like couple few dollars more for compared to just if you both ordered a separate meal.
Right.
It's a big savings. So that's why the other place we tried that was really good, and we liked it. They don't have that option. So we would have spent over $100 there. In this place, we don't spend that. So that's why I kind of chose that. But, I learned my lesson. But my point is, I'm not complaining about anything other than, come on, man, get your time frames better. Because an extra 30 minutes is ridiculous. Did you hear Dale there, by the way, folks? I don't like places that don't do reservations. Naughty snot.
Again, even if we were at Steak 44 and the reservations made at 6 and it gets to be 6:30, adios.
No, that's my point. That would be ridiculous. I can understand 6:05, 6:10.
Yeah.
We're clearing a table off. I get that. I understand that. But then they also didn't even acknowledge us or talk to us. They kept telling the other group, 10 more minutes. Didn't even talk to us. But I was standing by. The best part, Dale, was the longer I stood there, I was standing by where the mint bucket is. The big bucket of mint. So people would come by. And I'd be like, they take like one or two, and I'd be like, take a handful. Take a handful. Like this one lady's like grabbing a bunch. I'm like, just take the whole thing. And I'm like, they want these mints to stop disappearing. I suggest they get me seated. And I'm just gonna keep giving people tons of mints, giving them permission to take tons of mints. You know. Robert says sound, and then he goes, fine now. Kobe, do we have Dale's gonna be mad at you, Kobe. Okay. Kobe just told me what happened. Yeah, all right, fine. Robert says, Big Steve does his Connor walk when he enters the get together. I am this weekend. It is an interesting thing to go to. When Dale, this, when you go places, and it's people but you don't know intimately. Like we know these people, we're comfortable with them. Their daughter dances with Autumn's daughter and stuff like that. But I'm not like best friends with them. We don't hang out outside of stuff. So when you get in those environments, you get a lot of the whole like peppering of sports questions. You're just like, did a whole show on that. I don't ever say that. But in this environment, I go and I just sit on the couch by myself while everybody else is like doing all. And every once in a while, they're like, "Who do you got in this one, Steve?" And I tell them. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I don't get invited to Dale's get-together.
Yeah.
Don't know how I'd be there.
Still waiting for a reciprocal.
I've invited you to my house numerous times.
Not seriously, not in writing, not you're going to be asleep at 7:30. Hey Dale, come over at 7.
Come over Saturday night for the UFC. Then we'll do a get together at my house.
My birthday on Saturday, Steve.
There you go, folks.
Yeah.
There you go, folks.
I ain't celebrating.
Always an excuse.
I ain't celebrating my birthday watching UFC.
You'll find out when Kendall and your daughter and Hillary tell you what plans you have for Saturday night for your birthday.
We're taking a road trip out to see Big Steve.
You have the car packed.
Bring Graham Tate.
Papa Mike chimes back in. He's been on vacation. He says, hello, everyone. He goes, oh, I've missed these Steve moments. Yeah. I guess I am complaining a little bit. But just get your timing right. 30-minute mistiming is a little bit of a miscalculation. And then not even to acknowledge it. And then my favorite part, when they went to see us, they go, I could take you back. Like they're doing me a favor now to take us back to our seats. Like, get it. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Papa Mike says, I agree. Those 30 minutes are crazy. I'm walking out. Yeah. No, we were discussing it, and then they were like, oh, we could seat you now. I was like, let's just go.
So they weren't seeing you because there was some, like, what is this? The table seat, 6 or 8?
Oh, no, these ones are huge. But I think it's, it's probably 8 to 10 on one side. Yeah.
Okay.
No, there was a bunch of birthdays last night, so big parties and stuff, which is fine. Like I said, we had no problem 7. That's why we called. And then they don't let you put your name in. So like, all right, let's just head down there. We got there at 6:30. But a couple walked in after us, and she told them 30 to 40 minutes also. And they walked in like 10 minutes after us, and they sat down 10 minutes after we did. So she was wrong on her timing.
So it wasn't against Big
no,
Steve.
it started with me. Yeah, no, it started with me, and then it went on to other people.
Maybe you should wait in the car and let Autumn go.
No. The best part is we walked in, and Autumn's like kind of hanging back, and I go put her name in. And I just hung back. Because it was the same girl again. The last time I talked to her, she was rude to me.
Because you probably walked in with that look on your face.
I'm going to from now on.
Same look you have when you take pictures with the family.
Oh, yeah. Did you see we were talking about that last night. Did you like the vacation pictures?
You don't ever smile. Guess what? Now your family doesn't smile.
They not because of me. It's just them.
No.
A couple of those pictures Autumn posted, we were done with each other. We were tired of each other. We just wanted to go back to the hotel and leave each other alone. We were done. A couple of those non-smiling pictures were deserving. But my favorite part is Autumn and her daughter, and then she had a friend come along. Her daughter had a friend come along. They're all sitting there with their pictures, and they're all like big old smiles.
Yeah.
And then there's us three.
Then there's McCollums.
I should get that. I don't think I have it. I should get that picture and put it up there as well. Yeah. Ethan says people who work at restaurants always get times wrong. He goes, he gets the time. Yeah, he says basically they get the times wrong. Doesn't happen that often, very often, but when it happens, it's annoying.
Well, the only reason I say anything, because obviously I don't know anything about it, but Kendall was the hostess in Waco at
She was at Baylor?
a fairly nice restaurant when she was at Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
And there would be empty tables.
Yeah.
But they didn't have waiters, waitresses, or servers for that section.
Sure.
People would always come up to her and go, "There's an empty table, seat me." And she's like, "I'm going to try and explain to you one more time. I can sit you there, but you're going to sit there for half an hour."
Well, that's the thing. That wasn't the case last night. It was packed
On a Wednesday.
but a lot of birthdays, a lot of big parties.
Well, July's a good month to be born, Steve. A lot of great ones.
Yeah, this nation,
The
the greatest of all, America.
Yeah, I don't know. We are taking tomorrow off because last week we took Friday.
Well, I'm taking. We'll be in tomorrow for Uncle Lou's. I'll be in tomorrow for Uncle Lou's segment. That's all we're doing tomorrow. You're taking tomorrow off because
Day before my birthday, it's a national holiday weekend. Make sure your flags are out on Saturday morning.
What are you doing for your birthday weekend?
Not a whole lot. Graham's got a basketball game. Not been able to be to one of those. Do a little lunch with the family.
How old are you now?
Well, right now I'm 63.
Well, what are you going to be? Announce it for everybody. Yeah, 64.
64 years old. Well, we're leaving for Sedona on Sunday. That's going to be the little birthday.
You're off next. I know. Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Oh, you know?
Yeah. It's in my calendar.
You forgot.
Dale's off again.
You forgot.
I did. What dates are you on? Let's do this on air right now. 19th through the what?
No.
Oh. I thought it was the 19th. 13th. Oh, it is in my calendar. Look at that. The third time you told me, I put it in my calendar.
13th to the 17th.
Yeah, I know. Well, you're just going to have to wait for your birthday present when you get back because I forgot today was Thursday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ethan? Ethan made me forget again.
Oh, it's Ethan's fault.
I did. I completely forgot today was Thursday. Yeah. So you'll get it when you get back.
I just can't wait.
Dale's at Sedona next week.
I can't
folks.
wait. It's going to be a McCullum family picture.
Yeah, we're gonna get it framed.
All your mug shots.
So what it's gonna be is Dale's gonna take their next family picture at their table. Then you'll have the Hellestrate family picture behind them taking a picture, and then in that picture will be me, Ethan, and Ireland behind them in that picture. That's what we're gonna do.
It's funny because the things you remember don't help society.
Oh no!
But the things you forget can help society.
No. There's no doubt about that. I've often said you don't want to give me power because I'll abuse it. I'll abuse it. You don't want to do that. Same thing with that. You don't want me to remember how the positive things in life because I'll actually fight and do something to fix it. Whereas now I go, man, there was something in society I was going to try to fix. Yeah, whatever. I forgot.
Oh, goodness.
Lordy. World Cup's this weekend as well.
One of the quarterfinals today, huh?
Yeah, today, 1 o'clock. Before we get into that, don't say where you're staying because I don't want you to get mobbed up there. But Vrabel or Rossini, which one are you going to go visit up there?
Oh.
Who are you seeing? Because now you had to choose. You had to choose which one.
Well, since since my wife will be up there with me, probably catch up with Vrabel. Yeah, I don't know how good that would look with Hillary, Kendall, and Brooke up there. And look who I ran into.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, Diana.
She'd be like, you want me to text a head coach for you? Get me out of this ticket?
Wow.
I saw her the weekend. She was on a cruise with her family. I saw that.
Oh, so they kissed and made up.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything on that. Okay. I don't know what that relationship.
But they're together, huh?
Oh yeah, they're on a cruise together with the kids. I saw, and I don't know who posted it, but I saw it somewhere and everything. But yeah, there you go, Sedona, Dale. Just remember, There's somebody with telephonic lenses there that can catch you on the rooftop.
I don't want to be skinny. No skinny
no
dipping.
skinny dipping. Are you staying in like a resort, a B&B, or what?
It's a condo, part of a resort.
Oh, so you're staying in one of those places, not one of those holistic places like I talked about staying at that one time.
No,
where you go out and do that.
No,
the
nature
Zen
walk
and Zen walk, and you go in the circle to the middle, and then you walk back out, and the whole time you're going, "What the hell am I doing right now?"
Anything says walk out.
You go into the heat tent, the hot tent, or whatever they call it.
You know, it's funny
Sit in there and sweat.
It's funny you said about Rossini and the texting a head coach or whatever to get out of a ticket. You know, I've gotten out of a few of them. I've been lucky enough to be pulled over by Cowboy fan police officers.
Could you imagine getting pulled over like a Philly cop? Yeah. He's like, I'm doubling your tickets.
Yes. And I've never done anything egregious. It's been whatever, 10, 12, 14 miles over the speed limit. And not a dangerous situation. But last time it happened to me, it's Brooke, Hillary, Kendall, and I. And Brooke looks at me when I just showed her I got a warrant. She goes, Dale, when are you going to learn your lesson? When are you going to learn your lesson? Hillary, who's probably 11 at the time, goes, Mom, didn't a police officer last year on the way to church when you got pulled over
Those are
tell your husband good luck? And Brooke just turned her face straight ahead, didn't say anything.
You just go, whatever.
Dale needs to learn.
Yeah, Dale's got Brooke's got pictures of Dale in the car in his cowboy uniform and
when
cowboy
you get
gear on the side.
When you get pulled over in North Dallas,
well, that's the thing. That was in Dallas, and it wasn't here
during the season.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, they know exactly who you are. Yeah. Not anymore, man. Otherwise, people wouldn't be getting in trouble they get into.
Well, there's different levels. You know,
that's true. If you're just speeding.
Yeah, if we're going 10 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah. If you're Hollywood Brown on the 101.
Yeah. Going 110.
You tend to get in a little bit of trouble.
And you're a Cardinal.
He just throws it out. Nowadays, they're probably hunting for Dak on the freeway on the way to the game so he can miss the game. They're trying to get him not to play.
Wow.
Maybe they'll have a chance. I don't know. I was just throwing strays at Dak here on this.
Yeah, I was going to say, where did that come out?
I know. Sorry, Dak. Sorry, Dak. Ethan says, don't blame me. You should put an alarm for this stuff. It's in my calendar. I just forgot.
It's not that big a deal.
I didn't look at the calendar. I know. You'll be all right with it. You'll be all right getting the gift later on. Actually, I probably have a version of the gift over there. It just won't be personalized for you as well. Yeah, Robert even said it. Hanging out with Rossini and Vrabel. So everybody, as soon as you say Sedona now, that's what you go to. That's what you go to. Are the grandkids going too?
Grandkids are coming up for a couple days.
All week next week, huh?
Not all week, just a couple days.
No, I meant you were going to be there all week.
Yeah, well, Monday through Friday, Sunday through
What do you do in Sedona when you don't hike and go on nature walks and
there's golf?
Do the circle thing.
There's golf.
Where are you gonna golf at? Sedona Golf Resort?
We might.
I haven't played that course in a long time, but that used to be a really nice course.
We might do that. There's a Oak Creek Canyon golf course, and there's Seven Canyons.
I've never played Seven Canyons,
which is supposedly really, really nice.
I know Sedona Golf. I haven't played it. They got a new owner. So I hadn't played it since they got. Now this is 10 years ago now, 12, 15 years ago now, and I haven't played it since. So I'm not sure of it now, but that was nice. My favorite part about that course, Dale, is right off the green. You don't have to go very far out into the forest. You find just thousands of Pro V1 balls in good condition, like out of the box. All these people go there, and for some reason, I'm like, I'm gonna play Pro V1s. And they're just hitting them all out into I would walk out, and my bag would be full of just Pro V1s. So I'd always play with them, and people would be like, "You play with Pro V1? You're not that good." No, I'm not, but they're free, so I'm playing with them. They're fantastic.
Well, my question is, what were you doing down there?
Oh, I'm finding my ball. Obviously. My Bridgestone, my cheap Bridgestone from Walmart. It was hard to find amongst the sea of Pro V1s out there.
It's always nice when you hit a ball somewhere where it's not supposed to go and you come back with 5 balls.
That's right. Yeah, it's beautiful, and especially when they're expensive ones. It's a beautiful. I always felt like it was worth the greens fee price. I'd walk out of there with more in the amount of balls than I did anything else. It's fantastic. I used to have a friend that's parents lived on that course, so that's why I would.
Really?
Yeah, I would actually find a lot of balls just. And then we go up there and they literally hand us like boxes of balls that would be in their backyard. And it was funny though. But I'm always like, who's buying Pro V1s and losing them at these rates? We're talking like boxes of them, and it's just like throw money into the air and burn it while you're at it. Those aren't cheap golf balls for you non-golfers out there. I don't know what they are now as well. But so Dale will be off next week doing that over there in Sedona. The All-Star game next week too, so shows might be a little skimpy. Home Run Derby on Monday, that'll be fun. They're doing. Is the Home Run Derby on Netflix? Did we confirm this? I know we talked about this.
I don't know.
But I know they're changing the format this year, and I'm excited for it. It's the amount of swings you do. It's not that stupid time clock where they're rushing to hit home runs. And I think it should get, 15 swings?
Yeah, they've changed the rules again, right?
Yes. They've changed it back to the old school ways. So now, the problem I had with the timing one was they'd hit one, and then, half the screen would see, and you never saw the ball leave the ballpark because you had to watch the guy hit the next one. Swing at the next one because it was so fast-paced. It was stupid. So I'm looking forward to this year again, going back old school. I think it'll be fun. Not a lot of big-name guys on it, but it's on Netflix, yeah.
Netflix. And then what, are they going to show the first 3 innings on Netflix of the All-Star game, and the next 3 on NBC, and the next 3 on ESPN?
Split it around.
Jeez.
And I think it isn't, and this will be fun, isn't it in Philadelphia? So that raucous crowd. Could be fun to watch. Batteries being thrown.
So does that mean that last game against the Dodgers, Corbin Carroll's going to have to rest? So he's ready to go for the All-Star game?
He's not doing the Home Run Derby.
No, but he got to rest for the All-Star game.
So he can run out a double in that. Heart's content.
Wow.
Lock up your homes before you go this year, folks. That's all I'm going to say. Generally, that's a good rule in general.
Oh, it is.
But
you go on a road trip, lock them up.
Be extra careful on that. That's not even like a joke. That's serious. There's all those sports stars are getting robbed during games. Their houses were getting broken into because people knew where they were.
Maybe put in a little more expensive security system other than
that's what I don't.
A beeper.
Yeah. I'd have dogs that would.
That's what they sound like.
Yeah, so Netflix for the home. But I'm interested in the format. That's on Monday. All-Star game on Tuesday. Obviously, you want to see how Corbin Carroll does. Erod as well, because of the way a lot of all-star quality pitchers are actually pitching today, tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. So the lineup could be a little bit different. So Erod could get a star spot in this game as well.
Yeah, but Erod's pitching on Thursday, right? Or Friday.
Oh, tomorrow. Yeah.
Thursday, Friday,
that's true.
Saturday,
So what day?
Sunday,
But he's
Monday,
only going to go an inning. It's fine. Go out there do an inning. But like Ohtani, he's pitching tomorrow. He's coming off all that stuff. Yamamoto's what, Saturday or Sunday? I think he's Sunday. So he's out. You're Diamondbacks, Dale. You're Arizona Diamondbacks.
Oh, we need to take a break.
Yeah, because I don't want to talk about
Maybe like a 25-minute break.
Gather our thoughts.
Gather our thoughts and our emotions.
Come on back, folks. The main event. get this out of the way.
Ha.
Your Arizona Diamondbacks go into San Diego for Game 3 of a 4-game series on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. against the San Diego Padres ace, Mr. King out there. And Cabrera's on the mound, and thought he pitched fairly well. We talked yesterday about fighting for your job, showing some emotion out there. I'd like to thank Tori Lavello for listening to my comments about that yesterday as well. But your Arizona Diamondbacks end up falling to the San Diego Padres in just a hard-fought game, Dale. They went up there and did their best. They fall 10-4 to the San Diego Padres, who are one of the better teams in the league. I'm trying to hype it up here, folks, with nonsense. Your Diamondbacks 10-4. 10-4 losers yesterday, Dale. Give us the breakdown.
Well, Diamondbacks jumped off to a 1-0 lead.
Positive. I was sitting there going, I just woken up from my nap, and I was like, on our way to dinner. But even I was like, when was the last time a Diamondback starter has worked off of a 1-0 lead?
Right.
Fantastic.
Well, and unlike most games, I think, where the Diamondbacks, when they do score a run or two, the other team comes back right in the bottom of that
Yeah, that's
and
right.
ties it.
Yeah, like the game before where there was
Yes.
1-0 and then it's 4-1 all of a sudden.
Right.
Yeah. It's just this is where you struggle when you do this job to talk about the Diamondbacks, because we all know what it is. What was the problem last night? Hitting, timely hitting. Same guys struggling out there.
2 of 11 with runners in scoring position.
It's just, what's going to change? That was where the rant came from yesterday. I will say this, though. I mean, it was a muted argument about the balk on Cabrera. But we talked about it yesterday. Not even the manager, not even the GM look like they're fighting for their job. They're just like, yeah, Pavin Smith's amazing. Merrill Kelly, we love what Zach Gallen's doing. We know what kind of pitcher he could be.
We trust him.
We trust him. And like nobody's fighting for their job and making decisions to try to improve this team. This was a game on ESPN last night. Nationally televised game for your Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks, after last weekend, a lot of the players, and Tori's been talking about, we need to step it up. We need to show some more urgency. We need to stack some wins here, etc., etc., etc. And I get it. He's played since, I think, April 27th or something like that. But it's such a big game. Doesn't this go to the Marte, where we had that big game and Marte sat out against Ohtani? How do you set Perdomo for last night's game? Big game, momentum. And then before the game, you go, oh, it's just a regularly scheduled game. He's been playing since the end of April. Why did you choose the big event game last night on ESPN, nationally televised, to decide to sit him last night? It's confounding, Dale. Is this important? Is this a big deal? Are we pushing to win, or are we resting guys for big games?
Isn't it the All-Star break? After Sunday, they all get 4 days off except for the 2 that are playing.
Thank you.
Everybody.
He's played since the end of April, middle of April. He couldn't have played 4 more games before he got a break. It's not everybody needs a break. That's not the argument. Everybody needs a break. But it's like last time when Ohtani was on the mound and they sat Marte. Are these games important to you or are they not? That's the ace of the Padres last night. In a series, you can win 3 games going into yesterday's game. And you're talking all this stuff about how important it is and how we need to start stepping up and we need to show some aggressiveness. And that's the game you choose to set him? Not game 2? Not today? It's the nationally televised game on ESPN? Those decisions baffle me. That's what baffles me. I don't get it. You want your stars to play in games like last night, don't you?
I would think so. And again, I could have seen this last week with, another 2 weeks before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
But last night on a Wednesday, you're going to have to play through Sunday.
A late start, too, because it's an ESPN game. 7 o'clock. I know it's not a big deal, but a later
Right.
start than 6 o'clock because it's on ESPN.
Right.
It doesn't make sense to me. Against their ace, you want all hands on deck for that. You want your best players to come up to face the ace, and the Diamondbacks go, today's the day we're going to give you a day off. So you got the all-star component with that coming up. But then just the big game component. Second time a big game is on the books. Second time they've set what should be one of your best players that you want in the lineup. It baffles me how those decisions get made.
Right.
You couldn't have sat him Tuesday night or tonight if he needs a break, because he probably needed a break. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not the fact he got a day off, and we said this with Marte against Ohtani. It's not that Marte got a day off. It's that he took it when the team needed him the most against Ohtani. And how ridiculous did Marte look at bat last night? He looked lost last night at bat. That's a side note. So that decision right there baffles me. As soon as I saw the lineups yesterday, I went, what? On a nationally televised standalone game last night.
And see, I don't really, that doesn't really bend me one way or the other. It's that, hey, if we don't take care of business, we could sit here being 45 and 52 or 51 at the All-Star break.
Yeah. Worse. Yeah, worse than you were before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And showing, we've said this before, to me, the Diamondbacks are a 500 team. They'll be 4 or 5 games above 500, 4 or 5 games below 500, and they'll just go right back to 500 and stay in that range. Do they show you any indication that they're going to go and be 10, 12, 15 games above 500 in their current state? The way they played this season? No. So where's the spark coming from? So it's interesting to hear the flagship station of your Arizona Diamondbacks floating it. But the spark, the change of voice I think is how Bickley explained it this way. A change of voice is how
Well, again, think about that. If they lose to San Diego today,
yeah,
and get swept by the Dodgers, which is very possible.
With that pitching matchup? Yes.
Well, very possible. and you go into the All-Star break on a 7-8 game losing streak?
Yeah. Yeah. And I know the trade deadline's late this year. It's in the beginning of August. We got plenty of time. Can they turn it around? I guess. Does anybody think they're going to? No. The way they're playing. I mean, they went to this first game of this series and had that unbelievable first game with 8 runs and huge hits, and Kepler's waking up, and Marte's not. Corbin Carroll's scuffling out there. Perdomo, I'll bet you money Perdomo was sad in that environment. Not because it was a night game or anything like that. It's just they're like, well, he's struggling out there, so let's give him a day off. And to be honest with you, they probably didn't factor in what a big game it was.
Right.
But to me, it's like, those are the games you want to showcase your players. If you're Perdomo, don't you want to play in a nationally televised game?
You would think that the Diamondbacks have, a handful of them throughout the season?
Very few.
Yeah.
Very few.
That you will, hey, send me out today.
This isn't an Apple TV game that you have to subscribe to get to.
Right.
Where you're standalone. This is a Wednesday night ESPN game that people can flock to with nothing else going on because there's no World Cup, there's no nothing else. It's just that frustrates me a little bit. But then like you said, the All-Star game coming up, right? Last year, we know those issues here and things. So you got that side of it. But then Torey goes out there to argue a balk, which you're not allowed to do. So he gets tossed. Is that a sign of Torey's like, all right, maybe I need to start fighting for showing some fight here?
Well, in the past, he's done that.
First time this year, though.
Yeah, it's first time this year. In the past, he's done this a little more often.
That's my point, is he hasn't done it a lot this year. He sits in the dugout, holds his hand up for the replays. There's it, everybody.
Are you calling for his job on this All-Star break?
Yesterday, I said it was a possibility, and I think it's something you explore if you're Diamondbacks brass.
But again,
who you bringing in for?
Who you bringing in?
Bannister.
And are you bringing Tony La Russa, who's a great old-time manager? And that's going to make Cattell Marte start hitting the ball, Corbin
Yeah.
Carroll light on fire,
Well,
and
no,
Pavin Smith.
Well, that's where I struggle with this. Is you need a spark, you need a change somewhere, right? We can all agree the Diamondbacks need a change someplace. They just need a change. Something's not working. Whether it's they're not going to DFA Pavin Smith, they're not going to get rid of the guy. They're just not going to do it.
It's almost like he's playing a game of chicken with them. How bad can I play without them releasing me?
It's like he's not going to do it. Here's the other thing: the Diamondbacks are in a precarious spot. I was thinking about this last night.
Huh.
Remember last year they traded the corners, Suarez and Naylor,
Yep.
and they brought up young kids, and they started playing better. The Diamondbacks cannot sell, bring up young kids, and start playing better. Because you know what we're going to say? Why did you do that sooner? Why did you bring up the young kids sooner? Because we're all saying it anyway, Dale. Where's Waldschmidt? Where's Tommy Troy's up still, but where's Walt? Where my Greg Groover up here, right? Again. Lawler's coming back. Get those guys up here. We want to see these guys. Cabrera's pitching well. Why wasn't he up here sooner with Gallen's struggles?
Well, that's the thing to me. There's a couple, to me, very obvious moves you can make. Pavin Smith being the number one glaring big neon sign out on the highway. Come in here and have free beer. And
I don't even think the Sod Poodles want him, Dale.
Where'd you see that?
My source, so the Sod Poodles, told me.
Okay. But again, at this point, I don't know what a new manager could do. Yes, a new voice, breath of fresh air.
The problem that you have with that is that, don't make no mistake about it, the voice of this franchise comes from the GM.
Or president.
Or above. We're not sure about above. I'm thinking it comes from above too. But it definitely comes. So getting rid of Torrey and bringing in and promoting somebody else or doing something else on the man isn't going to change it all because the voice is still there. Which then comes to you move on from your GM. And do a spark from that perspective leading into the trade deadline. Maybe a new voice will get you better trades or, selling options or buying options or whatever. But could you imagine the Diamondbacks, though? They sell a couple guys, and then they bring up young guys, and the young guys start playing well for the rest of the season. You're in a no-win situation right now with the Diamondbacks. 2 years in a row. Gallen struggled, and you stick with him. 2 years in a row, Pavin Smith struggles. Remember last year he was injured most of the year? And you stick with him. 2 years in a row, you sell at the trade deadline, and you play better with young kids. You're in a bad boat here is what I'm getting at here, I think, for the Diamondbacks' perspective going into this. That's the problem. Am I calling for Torey Lovullo's job? Well, I've been doing that for about 5 years now, to be honest with you. I think the voice needed to change a while ago. But it's the end of his deal. You're not re-signing the guy. You're going nowhere. Go up the NL wildcard standings. You're going nowhere, Dale.
Right.
Here's the problem. We talked about it yesterday. They're 45 and 47. To get to the final wild card spot with three teams that are playing really well right now, Cubs, Phillies, and the Marlins. Marlins are the best team in baseball right now, which can't believe you're saying that.
Yeah.
By the way, with like a $30 million payroll. Dale wasted more money this morning coming into this building than the Marlins spend on payroll. They're playing that well. But they're at 51 wins right now. And you're sitting there, 45? You're 6 games behind on the record book. I know it's 5.5 by the standards and percentages. You're 6 wins behind. That means those teams have to go on 6-game slides while you win 6 in a row. Does anybody think that's happening? Does anybody think either one of those situations is happening in the second half of the year? And then on top of that, you need 4 other teams ahead of you on that line to also go on big slides while you go on a big run. You're not bringing Torrey back. Try it. Just try it. What's the worst thing that happens? You stay at 500, you get worse, your fan base is turning on you. Your fan base is tired of watching it. And like you said, the easiest thing to do turn over this roster. That's the easiest thing to do.
Well,
And they're unwilling to do it, though.
I don't know. To turn over the roster, now we're
Well,
talking.
what I mean by that is make changes. Pavin
Yeah.
Smith.
Yes.
See ya.
And by the way, Pavin Smith, he's only making $2 million this year.
Costs nothing. Is he on a one-year deal, too?
Yeah. I mean, he's arbitration eligible next year.
Lourdes Gurriel. All right. Hey, let's shop him for the trade deadline. See what we can get in return.
I don't know. You're batting 222.
It's not the batting, though. It's his expiring contract.
But I'm just saying that. Well, what?
Bring up a young guy.
But you throw him out there, you're going to get a young guy?
No, but you have young guys you can bring up at DH.
I just think they're stuck between a rock and a hard place because it's like,
that's what
oh,
I
yeah,
thought it
move
is.
Zach Allen.
Yeah.
Well,
Nobody's taking him.
nobody's taking him.
He will get a job if he's released. I don't think anybody's trading for him. Or you're not getting anything for him if you trade
You're
him.
not assuming that $20 million contract.
But
or
somebody
whatever
will
it is.
pick him up if he's, if when he doesn't come back, he will be on a roster next year for another opportunity. But that's just what I mean. Like, just get some young guys up here with some fight to them. You can go out there. We've talked about this a lot. You can go out there and lose, Dale, and the fan base can still have hope and think things are going in the right direction.
Yes.
And the Diamondbacks aren't there right now.
You know, it's fascinating because that's another thing I heard on driving in. I drive in about an hour later than you do, and 98.7 was talking about a lot of national pundits are talking about, the football team. Yeah, football season coming around the corner, and could this be one and done for the coach of the Cardinals if things look ugly and all that?
Yeah.
And then they started talking, and this did make the most sense to me. They said, the difference between the last year of the Cliff Kingsbury tenure, they won 4 games.
Yeah.
First year, Jonathan Gannon, they won 4 games.
Yeah.
Looked completely different.
Hope and change.
Yeah, and but I mean, both same records, but there was hope after that first year of Jonathan Gannon. There's young guys, there was hunger, there's energy. Just had a different feel.
Yes.
You watch this Diamondbacks team, and it's same
And it's
old.
and it's multiple
thing.
years of same.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Even that World Series year, like guys like you always say, but they made the World Series, Steve.
Yeah.
But go back and think about that year. Terrible July. They won like 3 games in July.
You keep saying that.
They walked back into the playoffs and then they caught fire. That can happen. Don't get me wrong. That can happen. But it's been the same nonsense in the regular season. Dale, they had the same record as of before yesterday, as they did the year they went to the World Series.
Oh! So you're saying we got a chance.
Do they, though? Do they?
You can't see them sweeping
my
the Dodgers
point
in
is
the playoffs?
Even if you have to promote Bannister or somebody in the organization, make some changes on the roster, you can turn this around and get your fan base on your side. Because one thing I know about life and everything as a 48-year-old man, and you're turning 65 on Saturday. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thanks.
You had all of this going on, right? And dealing with it. One thing I know for sure. If you keep doing the same thing and it's not working,
Yes.
people tune you out.
Just keep doing the same thing
And
and
they're doing the
expecting
same
different results. It's
But-
chaos. There's a word for it.
Well,
But
yeah, it's
expecting a different outcome.
but that's on their side. I'm talking about you can make a change in manager, you can make some roster. I swear to God, just getting rid of Pavin Smith, this town will all of a sudden have a skip to it. Everybody is tired of seeing him walk onto that field. Just bench him. Hey, Pavin.
Cut him and bring a young guy. It's $2 million. I kind of forgot he was a Diamondbacks first round pick. 5 years, 6 years ago, whenever that was.
It's just, why are we sticking with these guys? At some point, you got to look at them and be like, what are you doing? And everybody's asking, what are you doing? And they're feeding you bull crap. That's the other side of it. Oh, we know what kind of pitcher Gallen is. Well, we do too. For the last 2 years, he's been terrible.
Well, but what it seems like a little bit is, with Pavin and Gallen, the two main culprits is Torrey keeps coming on saying, I trust them.
Yeah.
I know who they are. I trust them. Well, that's like, and those two are rewarding him with like a cheating wife.
Well, yeah, yeah.
She was cheating. Oh, no. I know she cheated 3 times, but I trust her.
I was gonna go drug. I was gonna go like a somebody that's hopped up on drugs, and
Yeah.
you know them, and every time they're like, "Oh no, I'm better now," and then they still steal the money out of your wallet.
I
And the
trust
fifth
her.
time, yeah.
Well, where is she? Well, she said she's in the library.
Wait, people go to the library still?
Yeah.
No, that's the point. Yeah, no, I think that's the problem. And there's a disconnect, and the disconnect goes to Torrey. Hazen gets shielded from it a little bit as the GM.
Right.
But like I said, the voice isn't going to change. So should Torrey go? If I was in Hazen's spot, Torrey's so gone during the All-Star break. But I'm also trying to save my job, right? I'm trying to show
Yeah.
improvement.
Yeah.
But again, as I said yesterday, who in this organization is fighting for their job? People that are fighting for their jobs, Dale, don't run out Pavin Smith every day and Zach Gallen every 5th day and all of that stuff. They don't. They're calling up young guys up here to try to find a spark. They're making moves, and they'll look crazy at times, but they're looking to make moves. Football terms, they'll change out an offensive lineman. They'll fire a special teams coach because it looks like you're doing stuff. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but you're looking like you're trying.
Right.
So Torrey going out there yesterday, and I'm going to use the term showing some passion, even though that was the least passionate toss out I've ever seen in my life, because you can't argue that. But at least he left his stool and stepped foot on the field to argue something. So maybe he's going to start fighting for something. Doubt it.
Well, pretty soon it's going to be too late because, like you said, it's one thing if you're 3 games out of the wild card.
You're
get
digging
third
too big
place.
of a hole right now.
But if there's 4 teams between you and that spot, that means they all have to lose, not one team.
And the 3 teams in that playoff spot are the hottest teams in baseball right now. And so you need them to lose 6 games while you're winning 6 games just to tie them. Just don't see it. It's just frustrating. I don't get it. So today, Merrill Kelly's on the man against Canning for San Diego. Get the series split. This is a very important game tonight for 2 reasons. One, Merrill Kelly pitched well last time he was on the mound. He needs to pitch well again, and you need to get the win tonight. You absolutely do. And bats need to do something. Maybe the bats don't know they have to hit the balls. Maybe that's the problem.
Well, I think it's a huge game, not only for all that, to split this series and all that, but full well knowing you're just going up I-5
That's the
to
problem.
the Dodgers for the next 3 games.
Right before the All-Star. You
Yeah.
cannot go into the All-Star break with losing 7 out of your last 10, whatever it is.
Or 5-game losing
Yeah.
streak.
So tomorrow for the weekend, since we're coming in just to do the Uncle Lou segment, Rodriguez and Ohtani tomorrow. I think that's going to be a phenomenal pitching matchup. The problem is, can the bats show up? And
Right.
you don't get hits off of Ohtani, folks. You don't. People don't hit off of him too often. And if good teams can't hit off of him, good luck to Then Saturday, you want? Is it going to get better, Dale? Do you think it gets better?
It's isn't that Yamamoto?
Yeah. Yamamoto against Brandon Pfaadt. So Brandon Pfaadt can go out and pitch a good game, but you have one of the game's best pitching against him as well. It's going to take bats to win this game coming up on Saturday as well. And then that's why tonight is absolutely huge. And then Sunday, of course, the last game before the All-Star break, Zach Gallen against Emmett Sheehan on Sunday. Which you go, if you're not a Dodgers fan, you go, what's Sheehan up to? Well, he's 4 for 6, 4.91 ERA. He's hittable. But again,
Right.
when you don't score runs, you can get beat by anybody, including me, if you're not scoring runs and stuff to that effect. But you can't go into this. It's a big thing. It'll be interesting to see. So on Monday, now you'll be in Sedona next week. So let me ask you this. Are we going to see any changes during the All-Star break for the Arizona Diamondbacks? I'll ask you that today. Or is it prevalent on how they finish the rest of this week?
Boy, it's almost interesting you bring that up because if they would lose tonight and the next 3, I would think it's 50-50. If they win tonight and they win one against the Dodgers, I don't think anything's changing.
You think they're just going to stay
Yeah.
status quo?
And by the way, I was just looking this up. You know what Otani's ERA is this
Last
year?
I saw it was .083.
Oh, it's gone. It's skyrocketed. Oh,
Sorry, my chair's
You
locked.
it's
Skyrocket. What is it? .089 now?
1.79.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that means you got to score more than 3 runs to have a chance.
Wow, it's gone up. I have not followed the Dodgers this last couple of weeks. Just I get depressed watching good baseball in our division. They're 4-6 in their last 10. Again, 16-36 against teams above 500.
I think at some point you just got to start saying they are who we thought they were.
Well, that's my point. They are. And Dale, I've been the one on that bandwagon last year and this year.
And I tried to hold out hope.
But now we need to focus on, okay, you are this team. How are you going to improve? I contend the Diamondbacks are perfectly fine being this team. They have shown over the years they are fine being a 500 team that struggles, mental errors, pitchers not covering first, bad base running, swinging at pitches, challenging pitches you shouldn't, and the broadcasters yell. They've shown that they're this team. What are you going to do to improve it? You have another half of the season with talented team. You have another half of the season to make a push. Ken Kendrick tells us all the time, I'm spending the most on this team I've ever spent. I believe this team can make the playoffs.
You still got to spend on the right guys.
Including the managers and the voices in the organization. When we come back, thank God we're not going to be here for this disaster of a weekend coming to the Diamondbacks. Watch they go out there and they sweep the Dodgers. Make us look stupid. We'll talk college football, Big 12, World Cup set you up for the weekend. Rattlers at Tucson a little bit as well. Come on back, folks. Main event.